Testing, testing. right, you guys, how you guys doing today? My name is Mr. Gigi on the Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel. Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel here on YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. If you guys can, go ahead and actually press the like button. I really appreciate it. Press the like button. Also, to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you are on YouTube. That's right. And if you are on Rumble, you already know what to do. Follow your boy. That's right. Follow your boy. Also, look at my past videos too, recent videos, all that bullshit. So, anyways, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are a big support to me, and I really appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. We're starting a little early today. Typically, I usually start these on TikTok, but I'm trying to move around, on social media a little bit, man. So, right now, I've extended. Of course, I'm on YouTube. Okay, everybody know that. And then I'm on the Rumble, TikTok, Facebook, and now we're trying to extend over to the Clapper, and then also to locals, right? Because I'm trying to exercise as much freedom of speech as possible so we can get the message out to the right people. That is absolutely correct. Yes. So if you guys can, please, if you can, please press that like button, press the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it too. Also, too, the link is inside of the chat. If you're on YouTube and Rumble, if you guys would like to join too, and if you're on Facebook too, only thing you got to do is look inside of the description. You will actually see the link up there. That is absolutely correct. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Today we're going to talk about an extension of part 2. Okay, so part 2 of part 1 yesterday on part 1 we covered red flags that people try to turn into yellow flags. People try to do that shit all the fucking time, man. For real, from dating, relationships. I've seen it on jobs. I mean, it's crazy, man. And my guest yesterday, we talked about that when people try to turn a red flag into a yellow flag, usually with men, it's coming from a position of desperation. And then when it comes to women, it can come from a position of being in denial or loneliness, whatever the fuck, man. For real, I don't give a shit what the reason is. The point is that you got to learn how to see that shit for what the fuck it is and call that shit out. If you don't do that shit, I swear to God, you will actually do yourself a big time disservice. And then before you know it, though, you put yourself in a very serious situation, though, where it can actually fuck you up for a period of time or the rest of your life. So, yeah. But anyways, man, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. So we are doing a part 2 extended. And here is the title right here. The title right now is the extended. Why do people try to turn red flags into yellow flags when dating and or in relationships? I forgot to put the and in the motherfucker. So, but anyways, though, yeah, they do this shit like all the time, man. I see these guys do all types of just bullshit, man, from these goddamn single mothers, man. I see guys date single mothers with psychological problems, daddy issues, badass kids. Some of the women neglect their kids. I've seen also too, they'll get in relationships with women who've been with abusive guys. They've abused the fuck out of these women. And then these guys come around there with a Captain Save-A-Ho cape thinking, well, I can heal her. I can fix her, right? I'm the guy who can pull it off. But in reality, he's not realizing that the last 5 or 10 guys that actually did try to pull it off, they failed. And that's the reason that she's single. That's just what the hell it is. And because a lot of those damaged good women, man, a lot of times, though, they have a tendency to blame all the problems that happen in prior relationships on who? Yeah, you guessed it. The good guy, the nice guy. They do it all the goddamn time. No accountability, no responsibility or whatever. It's always someone else's fault, but they can never ever look themselves in the fucking mirror this one time and say, you know what? I'm the common denominator. Okay. I'm the common denominator that all my relationships fail. All the sausages I rolled maybe fucked my brain up. I'm the reason that I'm a bad parent. A lot of those women, they can't reflect upon that shit. I have no idea why they can't reflect upon it, but it's usually based on all of her past, I don't know, sexual adventures. Could have been the ass beating she got from Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, Man. Alfonso and them, the Ray twins. You know what I'm talking about. So anyways, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, man. Bring your asses on here, man. The link right here is on YouTube. You guys can see me on YouTube. The link is sitting right here. Also, too, if you are on Facebook, too, you will also to see the link accordingly. Yes, you will. You will see the link accordingly. So if you guys like to join, only thing you got to do, click on the link, create a beautiful photo of your damn self, and bring your ass on this motherfucker and hang out with your boy, okay? You know, otherwise, I'm going to hold this shit down regardless, okay? All right? With people, without people, you know me, I just don't give a shit. That's right, man. So anyways, the link is right there if you guys would like to join. Thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate this too. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about a situation that I witnessed on YouTube and a few of them in my real life, man, that really fucked me up on how these guys turn red flags into yellow flags. And primarily is I've seen in like long distance relationships, these guys, right, you know, don't matter, right? They'll take and meet a woman that's thousands of miles away in a second or third world country, man, and they'll talk to her on the phone, they'll talk to her on a video, and because she's nice and sweet, and they listen to her sad sob stories and shit, these guys will turn around, open up the wallets, and start sending money out to them and say that that's their girlfriend, but they don't know that this fucking woman over there could already be with a husband, could already have a boyfriend, right? Could already have a dick inside of her. We don't know. Happens all the damn time. You don't know. And so on TikTok, I made damn near about a 6 to 7 video series, okay, of why I am 100% against long distance relationships. I'm against that shit, okay? Because to me, there's more risk than gain. There's more downfalls, right, than upfalls, you know, from the number one thing is when you're halfway across the globe, even here domestically, here in the United States matrix, you have absolutely no idea what the opposite person is doing, okay? You don't know if this woman got a boyfriend. You don't know if this woman actually got a husband. You don't know if she still got the kid's dad in the background. She's a single mother. You have absolutely no idea. The only thing you can do is go off her words. And her words are very subjective because you have absolutely no idea and no clue what the hell is going to happen. You don't know. You don't know what her intentions are, you know. You have an idea, but it's not a guarantee, you know. And a lot of these guys, they go off of, you know, fucking goddamn her words, and they figure her words are good enough to go, you know. It's the same shit about, like, you know, here in the States when, you know, women sit up here and actually accuse a guy of actually being the father of a child that's not his. Oh, just go off the words, go off the looks, and you'll be fine. And but you be a fucking idiot and you don't take the DNA test. No, motherfucker, you take the DNA test, regardless of what the woman says. Regardless if you believe that she's a virgin, still take the fucking DNA test. Okay? Same shit for a woman overseas. You understand? Why take that risk if you know for a fact that there's a high probability that you don't know what the fuck is going on? And you gotta remember, the woman is banking on the man to not know what's going on, not have any good intentions. She's banking on that. She's banking on you, right, to not know and be smart enough to understand that the child is not yours. She's banking on you to entertain that long distance relationship. She's banking on you to hand over your wallet, listen to all her sad sob stories. Mama, she needs a kidney, and my dad, he's dying of cancer, and my grandma's about to lose her leg. And you're in the United States, and I need you to send your wallet over to us because we need food, we need clothing, we need all these different types of things. And yes, they may need those things, but are you confident? Are you for sure? That's where the problem is. See, because a lot of these guys that I have met, a lot of these guys, they've never ever grabbed their passport, right? Make a schedule, grab a ticket, and head it over there. They just never had. They never did it. What they'll do is get on the phone, get on TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and have all these phone conversations with her, videos, video sex, and all that other shit, date nights, whatever. And they'll look up months, years later, whatever, right? And they will still, within like a month or two, they'll call this woman their girlfriend and shit, or their wife or whatever, and they've never met this woman. Yeah. Now, I'm going to go down the rabbit hole. So you guys out there watching, man, you cannot say I didn't warn you about this, okay? Because I'm going to go down the sneak peek of rabbit hole. Here we go. All right, we'll take a drink on this shit. Did you know that they are going so fucking deep to the point that they're having what we call virtual marriages? Yes, virtual fucking marriages. That's right. They are actually virtually getting married. Yeah. And you're probably thinking, why come you don't go over there? Well, usually the guy's stuck at his job. The guy's usually stuck like with a health condition or whatever. So he figures as long as he shows her the money, send her the money, he can just tell her what to do. But what the real reality is, the guy, he has absolutely no idea that this woman already got another guy's sausage in her, or she's already entertaining another guy, or the money that he's sending, she's taking, right, on his dime, this other guy on a date, you know, paying for the food, paying for the festivities. They're going to the fucking carnival. They're going to the fucking theater, whatever the fucking fuck. You understand? And the red flag is still right there, but the guy will still try to make that shit out of a fucking yellow flag. How do you make that shit out of a fucking yellow flag? Oh, I trust her because she's nice and sweet. What the fuck is wrong with you? You no good bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? How come you can't see it for what the fuck it is? She's taking your wallet, and you don't know that the money that you're sending her because of her poor family and all this other shit, you don't know if the money is actually going to said country or said person or said resource. You don't know. You have no fucking clue. The moment you send that money, the moment she says thank you, the moment she can turn around and take that money and give it to her husband, give it to her boyfriend, hell, give it to another guy from a first world country, and she's in a second or third world country. Happens all the damn time, and you won't even know because your dumb ass just believe her words. A lot of guys are doing that shit, you know, but to the credit, there are guys that are smart. Some guys are actually, they'll talk to them on the phone and then they'll head down there. But when they head down there, they have other options. That's right. So if by chance the relationship does not work with said woman, guess what? They got, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, hell, a couple hundred other women that can still entertain as an option. And I'm not saying it's going to guarantee, but the thing is they didn't put their fucking goddamn eggs all in one basket. No. They kept their options open. They took their eggs and they said, I'm going to put it here, put it there, 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 and I'll keep this one in my pocket. So if this egg smashes in my pocket, I still got other eggs here, 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 and there, all across the yard, all across town that I can actually entertain. That's a smart way of fucking doing shit. And as a bonus, they never sent money to this woman. I even tell them too, if you're going to send money, what the fuck are you going to do? When you send this money, you can send it on an every now and then basis, but I wouldn't send any money immediately. I would wait at least 6 months, and then maybe you could probably do that. But I wouldn't start sending like hundreds. Like some of these guys start sending hundreds and thousands immediately and wonder why the fucking woman goes. She will fucking go. She'll disappear. Happens all the time in these weird ass long distance relationships. You know, I seen on YouTube a guy got scammed out of damn near the equivalent of about 120,000 United States dollars. It's about 116 fucking goddamn euros. You know, it was from Western Europe and shit. I was like, wow, black man, yeah, Western Europe, yeah. And he made a 3-part series about it, man. I was like, god damn. His videos took off, but it was so embarrassing he had to take that shit down, man. He took that shit down. I was like, 120, yeah. He bet the woman online, flew to the fucking province, and before you know it, the girl plus the family, the taxi driver, people in the airplane, all type of shit, people in real estate, everybody scammed the fuck out of his goddamn ass. That's why I tell you guys, you got to vet these women fucking clearly. You have to vet the fuck out of these goddamn women. I mean that shit, man. You guys can join the discussion. The link is inside of the chat if you're on YouTube and or Rumble. You guys are welcome to join. Just click on the link. Boom. If you're on WhatsApp, go to WhatsApp. Simply go ahead and actually check your message box, though. The link is right there. You're more than welcome to join this discussion. Okay? Thank you so much. But yeah, I see this shit all the time. And he got on there. He wasn't crying like a pussy or anything, but he was man enough to actually confess and say, yeah, I fucked up, man. I made a mistake, you know? Yeah. And he had to learn from that shit, you know? I've had women who are Filipinas and shit come on my live and try to tell these guys on here, don't send money overseas. Don't send money to women you don't know. And you had these guys justifying it, saying, well, I'm even though I never seen her, I never met her, I'm still going to do it anyway on the stipulation she get a job and I feel sorry for the family. And the Filipinos get on there and say, you're fucking stupid, you know? These are white men, and the white men say, I'm not stupid. You know, yeah, and they're sending like hundreds, thousands. I had one guy got on there, had me dying laughing. You know what he said? He told the guy on there, he said, you know what? You giving out all that money. How about I get on there? I will put on a goddamn wig. Let's get on the phone and I'll tell you anything you want to hear. You can just send me the money. I'll tell you any fucking thing. I said, you wouldn't fucking do that shit. He said, GG, you think I won't? I will get my ass on the phone, throw on the wig, and actually talk to him about anything. I'll listen to every damn thing. And as long as you continue to fucking send that money, I'll go ahead and do it. I say, you fucking silly fuck. And he was serious. He had everybody on TikTok laugh their ass off. I don't understand this shit. I never will. I never will. Why do you guys think that these guys do that shit? I think they do it in shit. Like I said, it's based out of loneliness and in denial, man, of the reality of what's going on, man. I really believe that shit, you know? The answers could be sitting right there in front of them, but in their mind, they'd rather ignore the answers and go ahead and just continue to do what the fuck they want to, you know? It's a lot of that shit that goes on, you know? It's a lot of it, you know? It's a lot of that shit that goes on. So, yeah, man, you know? But, yeah, man, people are fucking silly out here, man, you know? And then some people out here, too, don't know how to understand what's a blessing, you know? They'll sabotage the blessing, man. They will. I had a partner of mine, I'm not going to say his name. And this is right here in Kansas City, Missouri. And he had a good-ass woman. She was helping him pay his rent. Actually bought him tires on his cars and all this dumb shit, right? And in his mind, if she never did what he wanted her to do, he would beat her ass. So me, a couple homeboys, you know, talked to him about, why the fuck you beating this good woman ass and shit? She's paying your rent, bought you new tires for your car, putting gas in your vehicle and all this shit. And in his mind, well, because of the simple fact that she wouldn't do what he says, I'm going to beat her ass. And, of course, she stuck around with it. And then he turned around and said, I'm pimping her and all this other shit. And I'm like, you can't pimp somebody if you ain't got her out there in the street corner. Well, she's giving me money, so that means she's pimping. I said, no, you got your good woman, man. You're going to fuck that shit up. I'm telling you, you're going to fuck it up. Man, fuck her. I ain't tripping off that shit. And then before you know it, he lost his place. That's right. Lack of rent, had a drug problem. A lot of his money was going towards, you know, drugs, but not towards, you know, the rent. And then before you know it, since it wasn't going towards the rent, one thing led to another. What the fuck did they happen? He lost his place. Once the man lost his place or whatever, right? Then you called me up, told me he lost his place, you need a place to live. I'm not helping his ass. You know, he beat the shit out that woman. So yeah. But who do you think was in this corner? Now the man lost his place. That same woman. Okay. So he moved in with this woman, right? That got her own place. Okay. And of course, you know, living with a woman, man, that shit's not a pretty picture, which I don't recommend any guy to move in with a woman. You get your own place. Okay. But one thing led to another. He lived there. And it wasn't even a good 90 days, man. This motherfucker took her car, started driving other women around in her car. Talking about fuck her, I'm a pimp and I can do whatever I want. She just giving me money. She does what I say and shit, man. I said, man, don't do that shit. I'm telling you, you're gonna fuck that shit up. I'm telling you, it's gonna backfire, man. Man, fuck it. It was just reckless. Didn't have no place, whatever. And then one thing led to another. What the fucking thing happened? The same vehicle that he was driving, that he had his females in, he got drunk one night off of cocaine, off of wet, and got into a fucking goddamn wreck and wrecked that girl's car while the women was in that shit. Everybody survived. People were hurt and everything like that, but they survived. And that very night, she sat up and told him, I can't take this no more. And he called up his uncle crying and all this other shit. I don't know what to do. I wrecked her car and shit, you know. This is a fucking idiot. So she kicked his ass out and they broke up. Yeah. So where are you going to go, Mr. Pimp? That same motherfucker. Again, I'm not mentioning this man's name. That same motherfucker, you're staying in a fucking trap house. Yeah. It's goddamn shame. Sabotage his own blessing. He thought in himself that he had grounds to sabotage his own blessing. Yeah. Blessing in disguise. You know? So what's the moral of the fucking story? Don't sabotage. Don't sabotage your fucking blessing, man. You know, you got a blessing, but there's a good woman or a good man in your life, man. Don't sabotage. Don't fuck it up, man. Don't fuck it up. Because if you fuck it up, man, somebody will come out there, man, and snatch that blessing away from your ass. You know, it will happen. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but it could happen. All right, I got a new guest that just joined my show for a second helping. Big B Johnson from Denver, Colorado, on the Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement Channel's afternoon edition. Big B Johnson, how you doing? Speak loud and clear.
I'm doing good. Just coming in, just listening, seeing what's going on.
Oh, no, we're just doing a part 2 from yesterday, man, and last night. Remember that?
Yep.
You got it. Yeah, I've been holding it down for almost 30 minutes or so. So welcome to the show, man. I wanted to ask you something. Yeah, I wanted to ask you something. So you were going to go a little bit more detail about situations you went through that turned into red flags that you made mistakes about, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here. I got food in my mouth.
Do you want to call me back, man?
No. I could actually talk while I'm eating. There's a lot of females I've been with throwing up the red flags a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about, oh, you could move in, you could sleep in my bed, you could use my car. When I started heading over there and doing stuff like that, they changed their mind, brought their ex back in their lives. They're like, oh, you can't live here. I'm back with my ex. Like, major red flag. I'm gone. Deleted their number. Yeah, told them don't text me, don't call me, don't do none of that stuff. And they started hating on me because I was telling them the truth. Like, nah, I'm not like that. I wasn't raised that way. And they was so mad at themselves, at me, what they did, but it backfired on them. And now I don't know what they doing. I don't care what they doing. It's all on them.
So you mean to tell me, and that sounds like some shit that happens here in my city. They move you in, wait till you get good and comfortable, but behind your back, you don't know this. They're hooking up with the ex. Then when the ex want to move in, she's kicking you out, swapping
And
you
boom.
out for the ex, and you're out there on the fucking street trying to figure it out.
Yep.
Wow.
Has
that happened? Has that happened to you with multiple women or just one?
There was a couple of them.
Damn.
Right before I said
like, when you say a couple of them, what do you mean? Like 2, 3, what?
4.
10?
No, 4 of them. And I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Oh, I'm back with my ex. Shit. Well, I got a new man now.
Wow.
Like, nope, I'm gone.
Hmm.
I'm looking forward, like, shit, I don't need y'all. Y'all needed me because you had a job and I was making more money than you was in your lifetime.
Yeah, but you got to remember, man, most women in general, man, are not really good at long term planning. They think about the moment right now, but a lot of them are not really
Yeah,
good at thinking that the next few months to hell, 10, 20 years down the road. They think of the right now and tomorrow, man. It's sad, you know?
yeah, a couple of
A
them.
lot, a lot of them are like that, man. Not every single one, but you're going to meet a lot of women out there that they are sucky at long term planning, man. Because if
Yeah.
she had a very, very good long term plan strategy, trust me, man, that guy who she moved back in with or whatever may have been, should have planned out the bills and all that shit. No, she just thought about
Mhm.
the moment, man, what makes her pussy wet and her feelings and all that dumb shit, you know?
Yeah.
And this is four of them that did that to you, right?
Yeah.
Was she the first one?
It was the second one, but two, the last two, only thing they wanted was to ride the sausages.
They want
Move me,
you said the last two what?
want to ride the sausage. They want to move me in, ride the sausage, ride all these other sausages, come back to me, but oh, kissing me on there, like, no, I'm smelling it. I know how women roll, like, no, you can't fool me. I'm gone. Matter of
You
fact,
mean
I
to
didn't
tell
say
me
nothing.
they didn't bathe or take a bath or shower?
Nope, nope.
That what you mean to tell me they had the audacity to come up there trying to kiss you, breath smell like fresh dick?
Yep,
Stop. Stop, man.
100%.
Did you stay in that situation when they did that, or it took that one situation for you to leave?
That was the only one. Both times I'm gone. When they was at work, I packed my stuff. I was gone.
That's how you do it. And then what? You blocked her number? Did you
Blocked
block
her,
her number? Did you just block it or just delete it?
blocked it, and delete.
It's a goddamn shame. That
Then
audacity to come to you after after they got done doing their thing with the other guys, and then come to you, supposed to be in a
mm,
relationship, correct? Supposed to be in a relationship, trying to kiss you with fresh dick on their breath.
yep, and I'm not done with that.
God damn. And when you confronted them about it, what did they do? Did they
They,
deny it, or they said, or did they do they stand on it and they said, well, he had better dick than you, so that's the reason I did. Did they stand on it or did they deny it?
they deny it, but no, I didn't do that. But bull crap,
Hmm.
you done it. I'm gone.
That- wow.
I told him like, don't kiss me, don't do nothing. I already had my stuff packed before she knew. That night she went to sleep, I left. Rolled
Did
out
it
of
take you long?
the
Did it take you long to pack your stuff or not long?
house. My stuff was already packed. I carried my stuff light, and
Oh,
she didn't realize I had my stuff packed, ready to go.
yeah,
Walked out,
yeah.
closed the door, blocked and deleted her number, kept on going.
He's not deleted or no. And what about the other ones? I want to hear about the other ones.
They
You
all
said you
got
had so this is number two. What about number three and number four?
they straight up cheated. I'm like, yep, I'm gone. Uh
Cheated while you cheated while you're staying with them?
right before I got to the place, like, oh, I already got somebody in moved in with me, a friend. Like, yeah, right. Like, let me see your friend. They like, nah, my friend don't want to come up. Like, okay, you're cheating.
Mhm.
Then
They said they don't want. They told you they didn't want you to meet their friend. What are you talking about?
they they didn't want me to see their friend, but I knew it was a male, and they was cheating on me already.
They cheated on you with the male friend.
Yep.
They cheated on you with Albert or Brian or Maurice. Kent, uh, you know, Alfonso, Derek, Jonathan, right?
Yep. They didn't care.
No, they don't. In my opinion, that's why when it comes to relationships, I'm scared of getting that shit, man. I'm scared, man, for real. The women, they're not scared because they know for a fact they're going to benefit through it or whatever, right? And if they can get you to invest emotionally, in my opinion, then that's when they can start the fucking manipulation process. That's when they can have the option to cheat. That's when they have the option to string you along. You understand?
Yep.
So I don't know. I like I said, the covenant relationships, guys would love to, but to me, it's too goddamn risky. You have no idea what this goddamn bitch is gonna do. You don't know, do you? You have no
You
idea.
never know.
You know,
You never know.
you, you, and that's why I tell
It's
guys on here when it comes to trust and love and feelings, man, you don't invest all of your emotions to this woman. I say if you do invest anywhere between 1 to 5%, keep your 95. They
Yep.
said, well, why so little? I said, because she's already emotional. You don't want to overfool her. You
And keep
understand? So
yeah,
even if she burns you and does you dirty between that 1 to 5%, I would rather have 1 to 5% loss compared to fucking 95% still gain. You see what I meant? My 95% is still protected, but that 1 to 5%, you gotta invest a little bit into it. And a lot
that
of us
is
guys, a lot of us guys come to relationships. We love and care about these women for real. A lot of these fucking women and shit, right, are either confused about love and feelings, right, or misinformed, right, or a lot of them look at it as something to do, something to pass by time. They don't take that shit seriously.
that is 100% true.
Yeah.
And with me,
Mm-hmm.
my very last one, my first versus my last one. The other two cheated. The
Okay.
first and the last one, they both was looking at me like, man, I don't know if he will cheat on me or I don't know if I'm going to cheat on him.
Yeah.
And it was actually they're down to themselves about me. They were like, oh, I don't know if he will cheat. It backfired on them. Like they cheated on something they did, and I
Oh, you,
found out. I found
oh,
out
you're
through
saying
a
that? Oh, they're kicking themselves in the ass.
yeah, they're kicking their ass, their self in the ass. I found out through another person. Like, yeah, she cheated on me. I got pictures to prove it. Like pictures, they start showing me like, wow, like how did you get these? Like, oh, she was cheating on you when you was doing stuff at school or at work.
What do you mean pictures like what? While she was at the home, or did she catch your ass? Or did she catch? Or did you get the pictures when she was walking somewhere? I mean, what's going on?
Let me start with my first one. She cheated on me.
Okay.
Give me a quick.
Okay. Go ahead.
It was one of her family members actually called me and we met up, talked, whatever. It was one of her family members, sister female, started showing me pictures like, hey, she said you cheated on her, but really, I found out through my connection, people who knew my family, like, no, you didn't cheat on nobody. The female she claimed you cheated with, it was your sister. And we explained to her, like, this is his sister. And showing pictures of me helping my sister out and just showing her a picture, like, how can he do anything with his sister and he lives there? That's his sister. And found out
Yeah.
down the road, she was the one who was cheating on me. They was showing me pictures like, this is what she's doing on different dudes.
Oh,
Ryan,
and who's coming? Who's coming to you with this information?
it was her sister.
Wow.
Yeah, I know the listeners are listening to this like, what? Like, it is a true fact. Her sister straight told me she cheated on me with somebody I used to know.
Right. So
And
what is why do you think the sister snitched her out like that?
oh, she didn't know. She didn't know her sister snitched her out. She was
Right.
thinking it's her best friends snitched her out. They're
Okay.
like, oh, I didn't snitch you out, just blame stuff. And her sisters are so respectful to me, out of all her exes. From me to the guys who she been with, they're like, yeah, you fucked up. You cheated on him. He didn't do no cheating, but how you know? We got proof on him. Like, oh no, you don't. No, you don't. But all right, they see pictures after pictures after pictures. Like, we follow him. You think he's cheating on a black chick? The black chick is his sister.
Wow.
They see about what? Like,
So you mean to tell me? So you were trying to say she was one of those immature revenge cheating chicks?
yeah,
Well,
and
if I indicate that you're cheating at all, instead of me confronting you, I'm just gonna cheat anyway. With
yep,
even though I don't have all the evidence. That type of shit.
yep, and she's a year younger than both of us.
Wow. So at the time she was just very immature. How
Yeah.
how old was she at the time all this shit happened?
She was 16, getting ready to turn 17,
Mhm.
and
Damn,
by then,
crazy.
yeah. And here in Aurora, you've been out here already. Here in Aurora, we got two high schools are real close to each other. One's
Right.
Aurora Public Schools, and the other one is Cherry Creek Public Schools, and they're
Mhm.
let's see, driving distance from each other. Where I'm standing right now, I'm basically in the middle of both of them, of
Yeah.
both high schools. If I walk to one of the streets right now, I'm basically in the middle of
Yeah.
these two high schools. I was in Aurora Public Schools. She was in the Cherry Creek Public Schools, and they all like, oh, this, that, we're all traveling by. But when it comes down to it, but who got more pull of getting more information out? And they all looking. Well, State of Colorado knows there's one high school will pull more info. Hold on for a second, I have to spit.
Go ahead.
Has
Yeah,
more pull.
because last time I was in Denver, that shit was fucking beautiful.
Yes, all the
And
listeners.
but
Go ahead.
Aurora was like killing that shit.
Yep.
Hmm.
And you went right past my high school when you was out here many years,
Okay.
over some years.
Mhm.
And all high schools will point out to one school, one high school will get information. quick. They like, oh, this high school won't get no information. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
This one high school is a military high school. It doesn't matter if pu- they're public schools or not, but they could sniff stuff out and get information.
Yeah.
Walk up to it like, hey, what's going on? Well, oh, did you know this? This person's cheating on this person, but this is in
Yeah.
another school. And
I see.
we do the research and start digging, taking pictures. Like, hey, here you go, and walk away and give the person who's cheating the evidence. And they look at us like, oh, they don't know nothing. He's cheating. Right? Prove it. My whole senior year at this high school, she came
Uh-huh.
up to my high school every lunch period, her lunch period, seeing if I was cheating. I was working. I only had one class a day, Monday through Friday. How can I cheat and I'm in the kitchen working? I'm a staff member, but when that time comes for that one class, I'm a student. Get out, I go staff, I get you kicked out. She didn't realize I'm watching everything. I'm a staff. If I tell another staff member as a student or staff, like, hey, this chick is in this school. She don't go here. And it was my ex. She's like, oh, I can get by proving stalking me. Like, oh, I seen you cheating on me. Like, with who? Or this person. Like, yeah, you might want to check out everybody in this school who knows me. I will not cheat on nobody. And they overheard her saying that bullshit. Like, oh, he's cheating. He's doing this. He's doing that. And one of them, who I did a sport with, she turned around and I overheard her like, all the listeners, hear me on this real good. Even you, Mr. G. She like, bitch, he don't cheat. The only thing he does is go to his class. He works in the kitchen and he goes straight to his sports. That's the only thing he does. You might want to check yourself. In my school, disrespecting my classmate, bitch, you're the one who's cheating. And I look dead at her like, damn, that's the one who's backing me up. This is in my mind like, yeah. Uh, and I told her, like, bitch, get the fuck out of my school now, or I will get you arrested for trespassing. I'm like, oh no, no, you can't, no, you can't. I walked at the age of 17 as a staff member, knocked on the door like, hey, there's a chick, three of them in the cafeteria in line right now, don't belong in this school. He walked around, my man, he walked around. I told him which cashier it was. He looked like, yep, you three, get out. If I see you guys back on this on this school property, we'll force the cops being here.
Wow.
At an age of 16 during school hours.
Yeah.
I don't step on no schools during school hours.
Yeah.
If it's after 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 in the afternoon, yeah, I step on to see a former teachers, or if I'm doing sports, I step on it or I stay there.
Yeah.
She
You're
do,
saying it just kind of depends on what your reason is.
yeah. When my brother went there, he's asleep right now. She did the same thing when he went. I'm already graduated. Now I'm really a staff member. You're fucked. I straight up tell her, like, I could call the cops right now, have you arrested on the spot. But oh no, you can't. But oh, I can't. Couple of the
Right.
staff heard me.
Mhm.
But oh, but hey, get them off.
Gotcha.
And
Well, listen.
one.
Well,
Go
look.
ahead.
Go ahead, Big. Big B Johnson. I hate to cut this short, but I just got a notification where I got to get ready to go pick my daughter up in a little bit. Okay.
All right.
So, but I want you to go ahead and finish up this story, and then we're going to go ahead and cut this short, okay? Because I got to go pick up my kid, okay?
Hey,
Yeah, I got to make preparations, kid. But go ahead, buddy. You're fine.
the whole thing of the story. Do not trust no bitch who thinks you're cheating on her. Always get the evidence.
Yeah.
From
I say also don't. I say don't even trust a bitch that's jealous. Like she's hardcore jealous and insecure, and she's not fucking secure in her femininity that you could be around a woman or any female and be mature enough to handle your business or whatever it may be. Yeah, I just
Yep.
wouldn't trust her, and I wouldn't get myself involved with such woman. But there are some guys out there who will try to normalize her jealousy and their behavior, saying it's okay, it's perfectly fine, and it's normal. But these are the same idiots out there. They got to deal with dumb shit like this bitch smelling her drawers, reading the matches and seeing what the bitch's phone number, what bitch phone number you got on your matches, all the types of just dumb shit. You know what I mean? For real, checking to see if you smell like a woman, all that dumb shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if that woman don't have confidence in you, man, you shouldn't have to be with that woman. She's always, where you been, who you been with, and all this other shit. No. Some guys believe that that's a good thing. No, I believe that's a horrible thing, because let's say I'm in real estate and there's a seller that's a woman that's going to give me a check for $2.3 million, and you're pissed off because I'm talking to her or whatever, and she can financially change not only my life, but your life or whatever. You don't want me talking to her or whatever. I got a problem with that shit. You know what I mean?
And this woman who's been looking for me since 2000, October of 2000, when I left my job and everything, till now, she's been looking for me. Her family and everybody who know her, and I'm letting your viewers know, the bitch will change and start looking for you and forgive you and apologizing to you what they did. They found out what they did, what happened to them, and they found out who turned on against them. Found out by, hey, you're in the wrong. I got pictures. I'll prove it to you. Here you go. And they start realizing you was the one cheating, but she was. Now you want to up and blame stuff on other people. Start blaming yourself for your situation. It quit being a jealous bitch. Be a woman and step up and be a lady. Same with the guys, it's the same way.
It's interesting. That's really interesting. But anyway, man, let me go ahead and shut this live down. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. I got to get on out of here, man. Until then, thank you, Big B Johnson. You're welcome to contact me in private, okay?
No problem.
All right, take it easy, you guys.
Let me know when you got me.
You got it. All right, buddy.